and we're going to have predictions. Chris goes first because he was terrible at the last one, Stomping Grounds. So Chris, if you read yours and Matt's, I'll read Moveman's and then mine because I'm last because I won because I'm good. And then Kev, you can chime in at the end and see if you agree with us. Give your own predictions, and then you'll be entered into the guest league for both Fight for the Fallen and later on's Extreme Rules. So Chris, first up we've got the Hardcore Deathmatch lads. Jimmy Havoc, Joey Janela, Darby Allin versus MGF, Sean Spears, and Sammy Guevara in the pre-show, or one of the pre-show matches. Who have you gone for, and why?
I've gone for the team of MJF, Sean Spears, and Sammy Guevara. On the basis that if we're trying to keep this whole wins mean something, then MJF needs to win something sometime soon. He needs to be involved in something that wins. And if Sean Spears loses his first match as a heel, that's just crap. So yeah, for me, yeah, it makes sense. I've gone with the MJF team. Matt has gone for, I believe he's gone for the same. Let me just undo that. Yeah, he's gone for MJF, Spears, and Guevara. Reason being, got to be some sort of dusty finish with the MJF and Spears on the same team. But in case there isn't this team, has to be wrestlers who will get a push. Yes.
In bloody deed, Smoothman has gone for the opposite. He has gone for Jimmy Havoc's team. Team Jimmy Havoc, Team Hardcore Deathmatch lads. He says those three should not be losing because they are all nut jobs. Classic Smoothman description there.
Total sense.
I've gone for Team MJF as well. Like you said, you got to make Sean Spears look strong with this feud coming up with Cody. MJF just can't lose because he's just getting better and better. Sammy Guevara, I couldn't care less if I'm honest. But Jimmy Havoc's already lost, Joey Janela's already lost, and Darby Allin's already lost. I know MJF has already lost and Sammy Guevara's already lost, but I think Sean Spears is the spearhead, if you will, in this match, and he needs a win. Kev, this is one of your ones towards the guest league. So who have you gone for, Team Heel or Team Hardcore?
I think the Hardcore lads have to win because MJF was first to the ring to fight Sean Spears off. These two don't get along. So surely this is just going to be the story of them two. It's going to be their story, the whole match. The other four are just there to help those two tell their story, to set them up for a match later down the line.
Wins and losses matter, and he's going into a feud with Cody.
Wins and losses matter to a point, but if it's a completely self-inflicted loss, obviously it matters less. If these two end up just brawling and leaving this little fella who just jumps around a lot against these three nut jobs, then they're going to absolutely batter him. They'll probably do something utterly disgusting to him. They might get themselves disqualified while the other two are fighting each other.
Match.
Is that a rule in AEW?
Probably. It's wrestling. Wrestling rules. They change everywhere. Second pre-show match, which was added last night, I believe. Sonny Kiss versus the librarian, Peter Avalon, with the other librarian, Leva Bates.
I've gone for Sonny Kiss for reasons that I have none to add. I just don't know. I just guessed. Completely not a guess. No logic, no rhyme, no reason behind it, so I've just gone for Sonny Kiss. And Matt has gone for Leva Bates, hoping, and the reason being...
Leva Bates is not in the match, so I don't know where he's got that from.
Okay, so I presume got Peter Avalon in this one. So hoping to introduce him as Master Bates, no idea, was a 1 in 3 shot. It's not, Matt, but okay, we'll go with that.
It definitely says with and not Thursdays. Matt needs to stop working every night and sleep so he can read properly.
We love
Smoothman didn't, because he just said in the DMs that he's going to go for Sonny Kiss, so he didn't give a reason why. I'm also going to go for Sonny Kiss. And then after, I think after Kev gives his predictions, we can talk on whether or not we like the librarian gimmick. So Kev, who have you got and why?
Well, as much as I would like to see the librarians being killed off by losing, they're the ones who've got a storyline. So I think Avalon has to win because they actually have a storyline. Whereas Sonny Kiss, I don't think we've heard much of since the initial announcement of the signing.
She was in the what's it called? Casino Battle Royale thing.
Okay.
She was in that. So, yeah. Who have we got up next? These are not in order of match cards. These are just in order of what I thought would be nice to see. Brandy Rhodes versus Ali. Interesting one, Chris.
It's got to be Brandy, really, isn't it? It's her first match in AEW, and they've got to keep her looking reasonably strong, I presume. So I'll go with Brandy in that one. Matt has gone for, she's part of the NWO, she ain't losing. I presume that is going to be Brandy Rhodes. Yeah, Brandy Rhodes.
Smoothman has also gone for Brandy Rhodes for the reasons. Do I even need to explain why? Push your mates and wife. Which is why I'm going to go for Ali.
I'm also going for Ali because they've done so many Brandy Rhodes training montage bits. I think this is how you put Ali over really strong. And she's one of your proper wrestlers.
From what I've seen from BTE and this Rhodes fight with the Fallen and whatnot, and that emotional interview with Brandy Rose and her ice skating story and whatnot, it just made me think Ali's definitely winning here.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah, I've gone for Ali. Kev's gone for Ali. The rest of them have gone for Brandy Rose, which makes sense. I could see either of them winning. I wouldn't mind either of them winning. But I think the one next match, I think there's only one winner in this. Adam Page versus Kip Sabian.
Also there's Horsey versus Handsome Bastard, which is what Jack's titled it.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
Yeah. So I've gone Adam Page. Do I really need to go into any details? Matt's also gone for Adam Page. Wins and losses matter. He's the first ever title match at All Out. Page has to win.
Smoothman has gone for Adam Page as well. He said, no matter how much I like Kip Sabian, he's dropping out here. I'm going for Adam Page. You got to make him look strong. And then after the match, Jericho can attack him. Because it wouldn't make much sense attacking him during the match. Kev?
Obviously, Adam Page wins. I do have to question why he's not getting a proper match against somebody any good to lead him into Jericho. After what he got at the last event as well, it just... Stick him against someone where you actually make him look strong. Kip Sabian's great, but beating Kip Sabian means nothing.
It would make it less predictable, for sure, because at this point it's like, well, Adam Page is definitely winning. Yeah. Something that I'm seeing is definitely less predictable, though. The depth in the tag team division is definitely ridiculous. SCU, the team of Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian versus the Lucha Brothers of Phoenix and Pentagon.
I gotta go for my boys, Lucha Bros. I love them so much. They're so good. I enjoy them, and I want them to win. I don't have any sort of rhyme or reason behind that. I just really like Lucha Bros. Matt has gone for Lucha Bros. Pentax and Phoenix need to keep strong. Pentax apparently need to keep. Where is it? Need to keep strong, as I assume they'll be in a feud with Bucks for the first tag title feud to come on TV.
Smoothman has also gone for Lucha Pros. Give these guys a win. They need to start winning. This is the perfect opportunity to give them their first win. I know SCU are the elite. I know they're the boys. But Lucha Bros are good. I'm not saying that SCU aren't good, but Lucha Bros are a bit better than SCU. So, as Matt said, I think at some point they're going to be in the tag team feud with Young Bucks for the tag team championship, so they need to start looking strong some point soon. Kevin?
Yeah, it has to be Lucha Brothers. SCU, in general, including Daniels, are just there to be high-level job guys, aren't they? They're old. They'll be in for a year to help get over the younger, newer talent, and then they'll just move backstage and do coaching and stuff.
Daniels is already head of talent relations at this point. I don't know how... Frankie Kazarian's been around for years, same with Daniels, because they were a tag team before one. So I assume they'll both go into some sort of coaching role at some point over the next couple of years. And then that leaves Scorpio Sky to go off on his own.
Well, interestingly, they seem to be giving Scorpio Sky more mic time than the other two, because he is going to have to break out from this because he's like 10 years younger than both of them. So he needs to be on his own in a year, because these two ain't going to be on TV week in, week out, surely.
I feel like in this upcoming tag team tournament that they're going to be doing, interestingly, they don't have one of these mad six tag team, whatever it was like in the last one, which I thought they would. But in this tag team tournament that's coming up, I think they'll probably get a win, go through the ranks, and then lose in the next round, just to make him look a little strong. But yeah, next match. A match that I'm looking forward to. I think it would be a fantastic match. Kenny Omega versus Chima. Not much to add with this.
I have gone for Kenny on the basis that he needs to start winning matches now. And I know we will hark back to, well, if wins and losses matter, but in this position it does. Omega really needs to start winning matches now, I think, for him to be considered credible. So, yes, for me, it has to happen. And it sort of leads up to the old All Out as well. So, yeah, Omega for me. And Matt has gone for Omega, I presume it is. I'll just check it. Yeah, it's Omega. Has to stay strong, blah, blah, blah. Friends with Cody Bucks, blah, blah. Omega has to win. That's Matt's word.
Smoothman has also gone for Kenny, saying Chima won last time out. Kenny needs to win towards All Out. I've gone for Kenny as well, because if Kenny's not losing here, but if he did, what's the point of him facing Moxley?
Yeah.
Like, what is the point? So, plus he's one of the best in the world, and no disrespect to Chima, he's not. So he needs to win here. Kev.
Agreed. Chima's another one who's just in as a high-level, experienced job guy. That's what he's here to lose to Kenny. He'll lose to Cody Rhodes at some point. He'll lose to Adam Page at some point, and in a year he won't be wrestling for him anymore. That's what he's there for.
Probably, yeah. What would probably be the main event? I think it'd be a bit weird if it wasn't. The Brothers versus Brothers match. Cody and Dustin Rhodes versus the Young Bucks.
This
could be an interesting one.
This is hard to call. Genuinely hard to call. The Bucks are arguably the stronger tag team here. But then this in theory could be Dustin's last match. So he would be so with it being his last match, he would be there to do the job for the Bucks, if that's how you're supposed to do things in wrestling. But then Cody's staying on anyway, so it's hard to really call where it's going to be. Maybe you get the massive feel good moment, all four of them hugging in the ring afterwards, or something. I don't know, but I've gone for Bucks just on the basis they are the stronger tag team. And Matt has also Matt's gone for Young Bucks. The Bucks appear to have the strongest tag team. If the Rhodes win, then there's some issues that need correcting quick. All right, okay then. Thanks for being so blunt about it.
Smoothman's gone for Cody and Dustin, saying Dustin to retire after this match has to win, apparently. I've gone for the Young Bucks. What's the point of having one of the best tag teams in the world in your tag division if they're going to be beaten by a team that hasn't wrestled in 5 years or so? And what's the point in Cody winning in a tag team match against one of the best tag teams in the world when he's just going to be a singles guy anyway?
Yeah, I agree.
And plus, Dustin's, I kind of agree. I think this could possibly be Dustin's last match. I think he's there to put over the Young Bucks a bit more. He looks like the obvious one to take the pin for, probably. And then, like you said, they're all just going to hug in the ring. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be Young Bucks. It makes more sense in my head that way.
What if Dustin turns heel after the match and beats up Cody?
Well, Cody would probably bleed again. So there we go. Kev.
Yeah, it's got to be the Young Bucks. This whole show has a very predictable feel to it, and it's all about just establishing some of these guys who perhaps the US audience isn't as familiar with. So you need Omega to win, you need the Young Bucks to win, you need the Lucha Brothers to win to make it clear that these are the top guys in their respective divisions. Same, you need Adam Page to win so that people know who the good ones are if they've never watched New Japan or Ring of Honor.
Yeah, that makes sense. And also, I think this is in theory a filler pay-per-view to keep the audience interested in AEW until we can get to the live TV shows. So,
well, this was announced before Fyter Fest, because this was announced in their first ever press conference thing. So it does seem very WWE-esque to have two big pay-per-views in 2 weeks, essentially, right next to each other. So
the other one wasn't a big pay-per-view; it was more of a house show. That feels like a house show.
But it was still their second ever show, so in that sense, it's a big pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Are we all happy with our predictions? Are we all happy? How do we think Fight for the Fallen is going to be going? Is it going to be a good show? Obviously, you said it's going to be very feel-good moments, Kev. But
I think it'll be a good show. I think they'll tone it down a bit. I don't think you'll see anything that's going to be heavily controversial anymore.
Talking about controversial, stop you there. What do you think Chris Jericho's going to do?
Well, he's got a live mic, isn't he?
Exactly.
So he's going.
That man can't be trusted with a live mic nowadays. I don't think.
I think he's just
might
going to
be
shit on
exposed,
WWE
though.
a little bit, to be honest, and then he'll, I don't know, headbutt someone. I don't know, or give that Judas elbow. Is it Judas elbow? Is what he calls it?
Yeah.
He's going to come and steal the show because he's Chris Jericho, and that's
Yeah.
what Chris Jericho does.
Yeah, pretty much.
Probably. But is it the right show to do it when it's for charity?
It
We're
is.
not going to talk
It's
about what.
Jericho. Jericho gives no fucks, doesn't he?